101 with Lynch and Taco.
This is Orlando's Rock Station, 101.1 WJRR. Hey, don't forget the JRR Rock Shop open with Earth Day Birthday 2024 gear. If you didn't get your chance to get by the merch booth on Saturday at the Big Show.
Yeah, maybe tailgated a little too hard in the parking lot ahead of time and then forgot to grab your merch, WJRR.com. It's right there, smack dab on the front of the page.
T-shirts and hats, have at it while they last. Everything must go!
Yeah, it's while it lasts, as you said.
Okay, I think all of us either have personally had a car where you had to kind of...
Pray you were going to make it there?
Well, probably, and this kind of goes hand in hand with that. Maybe you had to kind of rig something in your car because you didn't want to shell out the money to fix it properly.
Kind of like your floorboard on the Super Beetle you had.
Sure, yeah. Just
and like the 5-gallon pickle bucket that I had in the back of my love wagon to catch the rainwater that not just dripped in, poured in.
Or in this case, the driver pulled over in Canada by Canadian police whose steering wheel was a pair of vice grips. Look at the Facebook page.
I thought... I scrolled by this thing, and I don't like to see the stories ahead. I've mentioned that before. So when I scrolled by this thing, I was like, I'm not going to look at that. I'm sure it's Idiotology. I thought it was the vice grips where the ignition, like the key is.
No, that's where you put the screwdriver. And I had a buddy who started his car with a screwdriver for many years.
Yeah, a lot of thieves do that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that's how they're steering.
Yeah, I guess the steering wheel had broken off, and they didn't want to... replace it immediately.
You can't even do 10 and 2. I mean, that's not the right time anymore. We found out recently from a listener.
Well,
supposedly I think it's like 1 and 9 or something. Or what is it?
How you drive? Turn the wheel. Turn the steering wheel. Let me see the steering wheel turn. God, what the... I've never seen no like that in my life.
Is that the cop laughing?
It works. I mean, he still got the ticket and was told to go get an inspection done.
Yeah, 100%. You can't let somebody... Okay,
just if you're going an inspection, what's that? Some states still have those. We used to have those way back in the day here in Florida. There was a lot less POS cars on the road then because of those inspections.
Yeah, most of those POS cars, I remember my father was driving one.
Mine too.
Yeah, they would usually overheat in the inspection line, and that's where all the little kids would hear their first cuss words. As you were inhaling a bunch of smoke in the back seat because you would wait in a line. You know where our inspection was here? You didn't live here. You were in South Florida. The inspection here was over near the station in Fern Park.
Yeah.
And I just remember sitting there and my dad going, "Oh no, old Nellie Bell's overheating. It's going. You'd watch this big plume of smoke go.
Totally remember... My father, similar situation down where we lived. The setup there reminded me sort of like a border crossing where there's various, lanes to go through, and there's like 4 or 5 rows of cars waiting their turn to get up there. Mm-hmm. Had his old Dodge Rambler. Or was it a Dart? Dodge Dart.
Yeah, we had a Dart too.
Yeah.
Those things lasted, man. My Uncle Larry, who just passed recently, he had a Dodge Dart until the late 90s. One of those old darts, Pat.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah, he loved those darts. Rich lawyer dude. He had a blue dart and a green dart. You know the green. It was like just a 80s green kind of thing.
A central Indiana man is claiming self-defense after cops say he shot his neighbor who was mowing grass near his property line.
Oh, I thought it was actual landscapers.
They were landscaping.
I'm talking about landscapers like the crew out there mowing right now.
Timothy Florence is 53 years old. He was arrested by police after he allegedly shot his neighbor with a handgun. He was later booked into jail and charged with attempted murder. The mowing session was going on about 8:30 Sunday evening.
Yeah, that's kind of late.
Yeah, it's sunset mowing. It's always romantic. A lot cooler.
Better than Sunday morning mowing.
True.
Those ones really suck.
When police arrived, they found a 55-year-old man who had been shot once with a handgun while he was mowing near his property line. The victim was initially looked at on scene by EMS crews before being flown via helicopter to the hospital. Eyewitnesses say that Florence was holding a leaf blower near the victim, who was sitting on a zero-turn riding lawnmower near the property line. Deputies who saw the video shot by witnesses showed the victim blowing the cut grass off his property as Florence blew it back toward him with the leaf blower. So, okay, the guy's mowing and the clippings are going off into this dude's yard. The dude combats it with the leaf blower, blowing it back at him, and then it escalated to the handgun.
Yeah, that's when you're courteous of your neighbors and you make sure and have the shooter part of your, not the gun, the shooter part of your mower facing your own property. You know what I'm getting at? Look, if you're on your riding lawnmower, Pat,
I got it.
Yeah, you have your stuff shoot on your own property, not your other guy, not your neighbor. It's not neighborly. Can I see a picture of that guy? Because I think I got a glimpse of him on the front. Is he the shooter?
Yeah, he's the shooter.
He's an angry man.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with the yard.
It's Sunday evening. This guy's probably had a 12-pack of Busch already.
Oh, NASCAR just is 8:30,
yeah.
so it's wrapping up. Yeah. I could see it in him. Somebody texted in at 22526. Coat hangers holding up the muffler on Mom's Corvair.
Amen.
Yep.
Amen.
We were there with you, bud. The POS cars, man. That's what that's what you could afford when you had big families, you know?
Yeah. That cardboard underneath the battery in the back of the 74 Super Beetle.
Yeah. You could only afford the POSs, and then my parents splurged for the truckster, the nice silver station wagon. That was so nice, but my dad was convinced it was a lemon. Little did he know my sister had submerged it in Daytona Beach. Right after, about a week after it was brand new.
Yeah, look at those idiots. The tide came in on. Wait a second.
It's our car.
Yes.
Hey, look, that's our car. And there's waves breaking on the windshield of the car. And then from then on, everything was shorting out. My dad went to the dealership. I feel bad even saying it. If we bring it up at Thanksgiving, he still gets so pissed off.
A 9-year-old British boy has won the European seagull screeching competition. Little old Cooper there. Sounds like the real deal, man.
You said 9 years old?
He's 9. You want to hear his impression again?
Yeah,
there?
dude, that was good.
9-year-old doing seagulls. Kind of makes you want to hide your food immediately hearing that.
Yeah, or duck.
I don't know why this is a thing, but he's got it down, man. Enjoy your trophy, Cooper.
I mean, it's regional. It's just like down in the Keys, they blow the conch. They hear it. No, I said conch.
They do that too down there. Well,
they sure do.
We got